Hey, New Visions, Pastor Brady here. Thanks for giving me just a couple minutes. We have this weekly update, and we're going to do things just a little bit different today. If you've been with us the last couple weeks, we're going through the book of Hebrews. We're really excited about what God is teaching us. And so I want to recap a little bit of what we talked about last week. If you weren't able to be here at Battlefield or at Buchanan, you weren't able to watch us online, you can still go back on YouTube and watch the sermon there, or you can go to our website at newvisionlife.com/sermons. The messages are there from every week, and there's also the sermon notes, study guide questions for you for your small group. All those resources are there. But what we were talking about last week that I want to just touch on for just a moment is there's an undercurrent in the culture. We're all drifting, if we're not careful, away from the things of God. The drift just exists. Just like when you step out in the ocean sometimes and before you realize that you're way down the beach because there's sort of an undertow that's there, and that's happening in our world. And so the only way to do battle against that are really to have some core commitments that we make in our life. And so we talked about some of those, and I want to just kind of recap those for just a second today, because I really believe your life and my life, in many ways, are a sum total of the commitments that we make, these God-honoring commitments that we make. And so we say around here that the first of the day belongs to the Lord, the first 15 minutes of your day in your devotion time with the Lord. And we want to try to make that as easy for you as possible. Not that you necessarily need that, but it might help some of you. We have a podcast every single day, Monday through Friday, that you can go on our website and just access that podcast. And it's about 10 to 15 minutes, verse by verse, through this book of Hebrews that we're studying. It's a great tool. We also have something that we're super excited about is we want to grow in our devotion to the Lord. We're excited about New Vision Institute. New Vision Institute is really a seminary inside our church. And so you can get almost the equivalent of a seminary degree inside your church, and it really won't cost you anything but some time. And so all of these courses are online. So you could really do seminary in your drive time as you listen to lectures, or you can do seminary as you're waiting for your kids in the car rider line or at their practice as you're sitting in the car. And so it's just a really great way to maximize our time. So if you're interested in that, just go to our website and take advantage of that. We have 100 people already who've been enrolled in New Vision Institute. And so just a cool thing. We're excited about that. And that's one of the ways that we really anchor ourselves in truth so we're not pulled away by the drift. The second one we're talking about, the first of my day in devotion, the first of my week in worship. Now, again, that's something that's been more difficult through COVID because that has created a lot of challenges. But we really believe here that there is just not an equivalent for gathering together with other believers in worship, and we understand that the reentry process has been different for everybody, and so we're trying to do everything we can to make that a safe experience for you. And so we encourage you just to take advantage of that. Again, Thursday night in our 6:15 service is a great chance to really be spread out, but also just watching online every single week, because we realize some weeks you just can't be here. Some situations you just can't attend, and we understand that. So those services are online. So the first of my week, every week in worship. So we want to take advantage of that. Really, we talk about the first of ourself, giving of ourself in community with other believers. And this is a really hard thing, but finding a group of people that we say here at New Vision that we're doing life with, this is such a difference maker in my life. I need these guys that encourage me, challenge me, that I study the Word with every single week. And that really anchors me. That helps me really avoid the drift. And so if you're interested in finding a group, we want to help you with that. We have launch groups starting this weekend, May the 2nd, here at our Battlefield campus, that we can get you involved in a group. Everybody there is new. 8 weeks you'll be here on campus, and then 4 weeks you'll go off to a new location. So great way to meet some folks and really do life with other people, and it'll help you avoid the drift. Also, we talk about the first of my time in service. Like, we believe Jesus is a king, and because He's a king, He has a kingdom, and He invites us to come in and serve in His kingdom. And I really think about this, there's so much discouragement in our life today, anxiety, depression, all those things. And when we're going through a difficult season, this may seem counterintuitive. You might say, well, this doesn't seem to make sense. We tend to focus on ourselves more when we're going through a difficult season, and I understand that there's a lot of good things with that. But something happens when we focus on others in the midst of that, and God begins to liberate us. And so I think that happens when you serve. And we say here at New Vision all the time, it's so important. We don't want anything from you. We do want something for you. And I believe that we really come alive lives spiritually when we're serving the Lord. We give the first of our time in ministry and service. And so there are tons of ways to do that here. But just specifically this summer, one of the things that you can do is you can be involved in serving at Vacation Bible School here. We have just a ton of needs for that. It's going to be a great opportunity. We have so many children that come in and expose them to the gospel. But also, maybe you'd like to serve in our Rock the Block ministry. And so in the month of July, all over Murfreesboro, Smyrna, Laverne, and then our hope is all over the United States that we have folks that are going to take this Rock the Block box. We have everything for you, everything you need for a one-night Rock the Block or a two-night or a three-night Rock the Block experience, and to expose the children in your sphere of influence to the life-changing message of Jesus Christ. And we just encourage you, man, just to kind of get off the fence and jump up off the couch and get in the game and service, and let's just watch what God will do. And one of the things that will happen, it's a way that we avoid the drift. It's a powerful thing. So these are just a couple core commitments in our life that I think will really anchor you, will help you avoid the drift, and really begin to live out all that God has for you. We have so many things going on here at the church. We just encourage you to check us out on our website. Again, newvisionlife.com for details on everything that's going on. We can't wait to see you here this weekend, either at our Battlefield campus, at Buchanan, or watching us online.